Um, During lockdown, right? All the non-essential things or entities, um, companies, service providers, industries, to be in general. If all the non-essential industries were locked down, meaning non-operational during the lockdown, what makes us think that those things are actually essential? Coming to think of it, churches were closed down, schools were closed down, entertainment was closed down, a whole lot of things were locked down, right? So the only things that were operating were the essentially deemed industries. So now, in my head, I'm just thinking out loud and asking myself a question, hoping that maybe I'll get some interaction on this video to get some answers to clarify what I'm thinking. So what makes us think that those things are actually essential? Because if they were deemed non-essential due to a pandemic, it simply means that they are not essential at all. Coming to think of it, we go to school. Not that I have any issues with school or whatever. However, we go to school, right? You pay to get educated. In order for you to obtain a certain qualification so that when you are done, you can get employment, of which that employment is gonna give you a salary of which you might end up having to pay the debt that you find yourself in order for you to complete the education or the qualification that you have obtained, right? Make it make sense. Now, when it comes to churches, right? We go to church every Sunday, we pray, tithe, do whatever, right? So, if the church was deemed non-essential, does that mean God does not exist in churches? Could that mean that churches are just a facade or maybe something to keep people busy? I don't know, because if God really lived in churches, we needed him during the pandemic, right? We need him through our trials and tribulations, right? And wouldn't it have been more essential for the people